Muted.
Okay, everybody, welcome everybody for this week live demo. We had a couple technical difficulties. That's why we're 5 minutes late, but we're all good. We're good to go. Yeah, so let's get started. We're here to talk about Zoom Connect, and we're here to talk about how you can localize Zoom Connect for different formats, for dates and time, but also the language. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of review what Zoom Connect is and what APIANT is and so forth, but we're also going to explain what that means in detail. So this is actually a pretty in-depth training just on how to localize Zoom Connect. Rex, can you hear us? Are you with us?
I am here. I can hear you. I'm still not allowed to turn my camera on, but I can hear you. I'm here.
Oh no. Okay. Well, we'll see the photo here. Okay. So here's who's presenting today. So myself here. Then we have Mark, our customer success manager. Also, we like to call him the captain of customer success. And Rex Wheeler, our new addition to the team, senior account executive for APIANT. So what is APIANT? In a nutshell, APIANT is API apps built visually. You can build full-fledged, turnkey, very sophisticated API apps visually. And one of those apps that we're going to cover today is Zoom Connect. Oh, and I don't know why the music just started. Okay, we don't want that music. Okay, so what are we going to look at in Zoom Connect? We're going to look at the multilingual support. Oops. I didn't realize that when you copy a slide from one to the next, if there's music on it, it's going to play. So I'm going to pause this. You guys talk it up. I'm going to fix this. So we're going to have music playing. I'll be right back.
Cool.
You guys discuss Zoom Connect. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no sweat. So yeah, Zoom Connect is it's great. We've been developing this integration for almost 2 years now. I think this month or next month is when the first edition was built. Obviously, with pandemic and this Zoom Connect has grown and adapted, and one of the big features that we implement is what we're going to talk about today, which is the localizing the Zoom Connect to be able to adapt it to your country, your language, your time format, all those little things that you normally don't have options in integration like this. So it's.
Well, thank you, Mark, and you totally saved me. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, Zoom Connect, go virtual, go global. So Zoom Connect is basically full-fledged turnkey solution between Mindbody and Zoom. Mindbody is the leader in managing studios and health and fitness spas and you name it. And then Zoom has become the leader when it comes to doing live video over the internet. Perfect combination between the two, and with Zoom Connect, it's completely painless to get those two apps to work together beautifully. So today we're going to talk about multilingual support. Yay! And then yeah, I'm going to have to turn this off again. Sorry. Go ahead, Mark.
I feel like I want to do a little dance. So, but anyway, so Zoom Connect, it just gives you a lot of options here when localizing, and we're going to get into a few of those things here shortly, with timing and, what you're able to control as far as the content of the email and the SMS that is going to get sent out. But Zoom Connect has been a lifesaver for a lot of companies, a lot of studios, big studios, small studios. We're not really talking about it much today, but we can definitely do multi-location, multi-site in Mindbody, which I believe nobody else can do. We have the ability to, have a 50 location franchise, all classes go to one Zoom meeting, and be able to then customize all the emails that are going to go out for those different franchises.
Thanks, Mark. And this is actually turning into a little bit of a comedy show, which I do appreciate. This is fun. It's okay. It's fine. Cool. So multilingual support. That's going to be very important because we do a lot of communication with Zoom Connect. And we're going to show you exactly what communication we do. So we do SMS and emails for different reasons while the software is running. So emails, custom branded emails, pretty straightforward, your own logo, and everything is kind of figured out, but it's all customizable. Now, one thing that's really kind of cool to talk about here is that when we say localize, we actually say more than that, because you can replace every piece of text that is in those emails and you can rephrase them. So yeah, you may want to change it to a different language, but you actually may want to rephrase it to fit your brand and your style of talking as well. So it's not just localization, it's also full text customization. So what are we sending? With Zoom Connect, we send a link email. So when people are ready to join a Zoom call, they get a link email. We're going to also be able to customize the start link email. They click here to start the class. That's an email that goes to the instructor, okay? That is designated as an instructor in MindBody. They'll get an email, boom, they can just click on it and they start the class without having to log in Zoom. Cancellation emails can also be customized. So a cancellation email is sent right away when somebody cancels a class. 5 minutes before a class, 1 minute before a class, it'll cancel them from the class and send them an email. Interestingly enough, you can send recording link emails, which is really cool. So after the class, if you've set it in your software to send recording links to either people who booked or to people who showed up, or even to people who didn't show up. So you have a choice of who those links are going to go to, and then you can charge accordingly based on your membership and so forth. All right, and we're going to skip this one here. I didn't know this one had it too. You know, I'm starting to enjoy this music. You can also send SMS. Hey, great music. So SMS can also be sent along with those. And you can also receive a full attendance report. Okay, a full attendance report is an email with, thank you, is an email with an HTML or a CSV of everybody who showed up for the class. Okay. I feel very confident that there's going to be no more music playing because these were all slides from a previous presentation. Okay, so this is the one that we really want to spend a little bit of time on, and then we'll show you how to do it. So Rex, I know you have a lot of customers that often ask you, you know, what the capabilities of Zoom Connect, what are you sending exactly and when? Okay, so this table kind of summarizes it all. And again, this is really meant to be a little bit of a training class for folks who are customers of Zoom Connect. So on the left, you have the topic, and then you have the type, different categories on the right. So the join link, right? For any one of those links, you can actually turn on ICS. And ICS is basically a calendar invite that's attached to the email. And all of that is customizable. It's optional, so you can turn it on or off. So the ICS will can be added to the join link or to the start link email that I've shown you previously, okay? For the join link, the recipients are client or shareable. Now, what is shareable? Shareable is something we've discovered was important for third parties, studios that were using third party like GymPass or ClassPass. Often when you use GymPass or ClassPass, they give you the option of taking a link to the Zoom class and put it into their UI. Well, with APIANT now, the cool thing is that that is a unique link just for that one instance of a class. So you don't have to share every class for the next 6 months and then people can use it. Here, it's all automatic. You can actually receive an email that is a shareable link that you're going to be able to put into one of those, okay? The method for join link is email or SMS. The SMS only goes to the client, okay, not to the shareable. And then the timing of the join link, it's schedule and on demand, which means you now have a bot that you can go in MindBody and send the email on demand. And then also it's immediate if someone joined after a certain threshold or a time frame. So if you said anything, let's say you want to send all your emails at 30 minutes before the class. If you wanted anybody who signed up after that, let's say a minute before the class, even 5 seconds before the class, they will get an immediate email, a join link. Okay, I just wanted to spend a little time on this so you understand what we're looking at, and now I'm just going to summarize real quick the rest. The start link, instructor and owner. Okay, so the owner can also get a start link if they want, and then it's email and SMS. The instructor only will get the SMS. The start link is sent 60 minutes before the class, and it can also be resent on demand. Okay. Cancellation is just for the client. It's an email. It's immediate. Recording link is a client or the instructor, and that's an email. And this is after the recording or on demand with the bot. And then the meeting attendance report, that is after your meeting. You want to know, you have a report of how many, who showed up and who didn't. The owner will get that. Again, it's optional. You can receive it or not receive it. And that's an email, that's an HTML email with a CSV. May seem like overkill for a CSV, but we have clients who have 1,500 people per class. So that can be very useful if they want to be able to report who didn't, who showed up and so forth. And this is after the meeting, okay? So that's really it for this little presentation. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get into the software and show you how all of that is done. Or maybe we should just play some music since we're pretty good at that. Okay, cool. So let's go right into it. Okay, and then I will share my screen again. So, all right. So here's a class here in MindBody. And I have this person here, Jen, who is scheduled for this class, okay? And as soon as Jen is scheduled for the class, she gets an email. So that's pretty straightforward. So if I look at the email that she got at the time that she registered for the class, I guess let's re-register her. Okay, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna re-register her. Okay, so Jen. All right, here we go. So when I took her out of the class, by the way, I got a cancellation email, registration cancel. So it says, hi, Jen, your registration with Jason Buddha has been canceled. Okay, but I re-registered her. And so now she gets a new one right away. You can see that email. And all of that is customizable, okay? Hi, Jen, here's the link to your Zoom class, Yin Yoga with Jason Buddha, Friday, March 18 at 1:30, 60 minutes Eastern time. The software is also or it's cross time zone aware. So if you have multiple studios that are connected and some are in different time zone, they are going to get their own email with the proper time zone time, okay? And all she has to do is click here to join the meeting. So this is pretty straightforward, okay? So, right, so that's it. So where is this all configured? Well, if you go here into Zoom Connect settings, you can see here that whole email, everything that you see here is actually listed in the email custom text. So remember when I was saying to you, I was saying, hey, you can not only change the language, but you can also customize any part of this text, right? So here you can see a lot of text that you can customize. Now you may wonder, hey, where does this fit and how do I know? Well, there is a full document. If you click on that little eye here, you're going to be able to see a help document that is going to show you for each one of these emails, for the link email, for the start email, for the cancellation email, every part that you can customize. So it's not overwhelming because it's actually very straightforward. There's a little number here, okay? So it says hi, number 12, okay? So here is hi, number 12, and it's the email text hi, right? So if I want to change the hi for number 12, I would just go for email text hi, which is right here. And if I didn't want to say hi, I wanted to say bonjour in French, then I would just change it here. And this is how you're going to be able to customize your every one of your emails for a different language, okay? So that's how you change the text. And then I'm going to show you an actual example where we're going to turn a whole email to French, okay? But you can also change other things. You can change, for the link, join email, for instance, you can change the date, the time, so it's really localized. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's go back here. And I'm actually going to switch to a separate account now with a different class. So here's another account. So I'm going to switch to email custom dates. So now you can see that Friday, Monday, Saturday, you can actually put the custom date that you want, the custom day. Okay, so January in French is janvier. Wednesday is mercredi. Okay, Septembre, Octobre, you get the idea. You can also change in your general settings, you can also change the date format. So if you didn't want to show, month, day, year, you could change that any way you want as well. And you can also change the time format. So you'll notice that in that email here, it was 1:30 p.m. Well, 1:30 p.m. is not written 1:30 p.m. all over the world. So here you can actually change it. And in this case, I use 24-hour time. So in this case, it would be, 1300, and then HR for heure. So there would be 13 heures, okay, for 1 p.m. or 1:30 p.m. So that can be also customized to change the time format of your local needs. So here I'm gonna go back to the email text, and I'm gonna show you how you change it. So the hi, which was right here, all you have to do, if you wonder where that is, again, you can click on that little link here and it'll open that and it'll explain it all. But you can just come here. Sometimes it's very straightforward, right? So hi, I'm going to change that to bonjour. That's it. Oops. Okay. And you can go through the whole thing. Now you can see I've changed the whole thing here with Pascal, who's not here, but we made it French. He speaks a little French, but you'll be surprised how good Google Translate is. A lot of it was done with Google Translate, and I fixed a couple things. But now, basically, that whole location here, you don't have to click save or anything, is ready to be completely French friendly. Okay, this is a French installation now. It has French dates, French time format, and then French text for every one of those emails that are going to be sent out. So let's register me into that class, and let's see what the email looks like. So here I'm going to say Frederic Lumière. Okay, and here we should be seeing an email that comes through right here. The email came right away. And now you can see, so this is our second site, right? Instead of it being in English, bonjour Frédéric, voici le lien pour votre cours Zoom in yoga avec Jason Buddha, vendredi 18 mars à 11h30 and 16 minutes. Yeah, I missed, this is supposed to say HR. I mistyped that in the settings, and I just had to reset it, that's all. But it will say 11h30. I think I have another example somewhere else. Cliquez ici pour rejoindre. Si vous avez des questions, the whole thing is in French. Now, the advantage here of the way we've done this that I really, really like is that you can have different characters in here. So it could really be any language you want. So it's really completely customizable and completely localizable, okay? So that's it. That's how you customize emails. Now, one thing I want to show you are the SMS. So here, if you decided to send SMS, so here you have some SMS settings, okay? And if you have the SMS add-on, you can decide to send SMS. This is the text for the SMS. And if you remember in the table that I showed you which type of email gets an SMS. Well, this is what the SMS looks like. And it's going to be sent at the SMS timing, okay? And then you can choose Twilio as an app if you are in the US or Canada or in the UK, or if you want to actually use CM Telecom, the rates are more affordable if you're in Europe and in other countries, okay? So here's the SMS this is what it looks like. So it says, hey, Jen, Welcome. You are invited to join the Zoom meeting. So I'll show it to you right here. That's the SMS. And all you have to do is click on the link and you'll get right into the class. And if you're an instructor, you'll also get an SMS. You click on the link and you can start the meeting and teach it right from your phone or from your tablets or whatever that is. Okay, so that's it. I mean, that's how you customize, localize your Zoom Connect. There's a lot more to Zoom Connect, but we really wanted this class to show you how simple it was to completely localize it for your country. Are there any questions that you guys see, Mark and Rex? Or do you guys have any questions, Rex? Any comments on how useful that might be for clients in different territories?
Yeah, we don't have any questions specific to what you're doing. It appears that Leon is in attending, who's an existing client. So they had a question that I've answered regarding some other things regarding our setup. So, but like I said earlier, the ability to do this is just you're not going to get it anywhere else to really fine tune exactly how you want this and be able to brand it. It's super specifically to your company needs. So
yeah, it's pretty powerful stuff. And all of that has evolved from needs from the clients. So as our customers started using, their needs have evolved, and we kept on improving the app. All built visually again. Rex, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that I remember when the pandemic happened. I was working at MindBody at the time, and it was just such a wild time, right? No one knew what was going to happen. Our entire industry shut down. All of the customers that we served shut down, and we were talking to customers every day that are thinking, how am I supposed to run a fitness business and run a yoga business and run a gym when people are at home? And so it was amazing to see these businesses adapt and to see these businesses adjust their entire business framework to be able to not just stay open and not just continue making money, but also continue to serve their clients. And I know personally, I'm stuck in my apartment in New York City. I have lots of anxiety, not going outside. And the virtual classes that I did were really, really helpful for me, not just my physical health, but my mental health. And so I think this is just a beautiful example of businesses adjusting and adapting to a new environment. And then businesses like MindBody supporting that, and businesses like APIANT coming out and building this remarkable app to help these customers continue to serve their clients in a really, really, really difficult time. And then what we've seen is a lot of people like working out at home, right? And even as, fingers crossed, knock on all the wood that you have around you, we're on the upswing when it comes to the pandemic. We've seen that the virtual fitness is going to continue, and it's still in need, and clients still want to be able to work out from home. And so it's really, really been amazing to support these customers and see how they've adapted and adjusted based in a really, really tough environment.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree with you. This pandemic has forced businesses to kind of reinvent themselves. And even when things are opening up again, I think a lot of businesses, I mean, a lot of studios that are using Zoom Connect decided to stay with it because it's an additional revenue for them now. And their clients can still participate and travel all over the world, because your physical location has become less and less relevant, even in your job. But if you like to work from the Caribbean for your Chicago business that you work with, maybe your yoga studio in Chicago, maybe you'd like to participate while you're in the Caribbean for a while. And I think people are discovering that there's a whole new stream of income. So that's the first thought that I had based on what you said. The second thought is, you never know when things are going to go back. So we have a lot of customers in Asia Pacific. We have customers in Hong Kong, and that right now in Hong Kong, things have started going really badly again for the pandemic, for people who are now locked in. well, our customers who are using Zoom Connect, they can keep things going. So it's also a nice little safety net to have to keep your classes going. That's all I have for today. We really thank you very much, and it was that was really funny with that song that kept on playing. I learned something about Keynote today that I didn't know. But yeah, that's it. You guys have a fantastic weekend. We kept it exactly at 1:30, and we'll see you next week with some new insights on Apient integration apps.
Awesome.
Thanks, Red.
See you guys.